Education doesn't just make us smarter, it makes us whole. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. I like a teacher who gives you something to take home to think about besides homework. I have learned silence from the talkative, toleration from the intolerant, and kindness from the unkind. Yet, strange, I am ungrateful to those teachers. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. A teacher who is attempting to teach without inspiring the pupil with a desire to learn is hammering on cold iron. Good teachers know how to bring out the best in students. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Change is the end result of all true learning. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. The roots of education, the more places you'll go. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if the lighting of a fire. Develop a passion for learning. If education is not preparation for life, education is life itself. They know enough who know how to learn. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. Powerful weapon you can use to change the world. He who opens a school door closes a prison. Education is the ability to meet starts with failure. The first failure is the beginning of education. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Education consists mainly of what we have unlearned. If you have to put someone on a pedestal, put teachers. They are society's heroes. The duties of a teacher are neither few nor small, but they elevate the mind and give energy to the character. The best teachers are those who show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. Your heart is slightly bigger than the average human heart, but that's because teachers can change lives with just the right mix of chalk and challenges. Teaching is the greatest act of optimism. One book and one pen can change the world. Students don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. It is not love of learners and the love of bringing the first two loves together. It makes us whole.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for registering and attending this national level online faculty development program on research methodology using ChatGPT and AI tools organized by the PG Department of Computer Applications, the Internal Quality Assurance Cell IQAC, and Lincoln University College Marian Research Center LUC-MRC of Marian College Kuttikanam Autonomous in association with the Kerala Higher Education Council, the KSHEC. We would like to welcome Dr. Suresh Namboothiri, who is the Chief Resource Person for today, and also all the FDP participants. Now, about this FDP is an 8-day program with live sessions at the same time of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we expect you to be present on all 8 days. Now, this is the 4th day of our FDP. Now, the rest of the recordings of the other days of the 3 days will be available in the LMS. If you need to access the LMS, you have to pay a fee for the LMS, and also the processing fee for the certificate is ₹600. All the participants who have paid the processing fee will receive the LMS access, the video recordings for all the days, and a participation e-certificate from college printed FDP completion certificate from the KSHEC. Please note that both these certificates will only be for the paid candidates. The procedure for receiving their certificate will be informed to you towards the end of the FDP. If any of you are yet to make the payment, please make the payment of ₹600 to Marian College to the account details I will shortly put in the chat. If you are unable to attend any of the live sessions, they will be available in the LMS in the following day. We have shared the LMS access details through email to those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp till yesterday. Those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp today will receive the LMS access details mail tomorrow. If you have any trouble in attending the online session, you can also join the YouTube live session link that I will give in the chat. I will put that shortly in the chat. And my name is 𝐤𝐻𝐸𝐬𝐬𝐢𝐧𝑠. I'm the Global Relations Manager with 𝐼PESA Solutions Limited, and I will be the event moderator. And moving on to today's session. Today's session will again be taken by Dr. Suresh Namboothiri. He's the Director of Aspire Technologies, Pune. And today's topic for the session will be Prompt Engineering Part 2. Over to you, sir. Sir, you're on mute.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, okay.
So today is our second part for prompt engineering. So I am looking at the number of participants and considering the gravity of this particular session or particular subject. I think it is better to wait a little more so that no one will miss any of the important parts. So what I will do is that we will have a recap on the first day of this research methodology through ChatGPT. I discussed mainly 3 points. The point number 1 was that now we have to shed our belief that ChatGPT or generative AI is a fad. Means it is not fake. It is something in reality, and it is going to control almost every aspect of our life. The way we work, the way we live, even in our homes. Therefore, we must understand and we must respect that technology, and we must know that how to make the best use of that. So point number 1 is we cannot ignore generative AI. It has already spread to almost all facets of our life. Second point, what I was discussing is that the second point was when we do a research, when we go through the various stages of research methodology, we will say that the research is actually a cognitive job. Only there are 5 or 6 functions where some 20 to 30% it can be automated. So whatever is done in cognitive, that is based on our intelligence, and whatever we can automate, that we can give to somebody or we can use a tool. So wherever our intelligence, brilliance or fine-tuning is required, there we need prompt engineering. Only very little, or maybe some 20% maximum, 20% of the total stages of this research methodology, actually we can do with the AI tools. And if we continuously use, especially the free versions of these AI tools, the chances of plagiarism and whatever we develop, the rest of the people also develop. I am speaking to you from Pune, Maharashtra, and last week one of my colleagues she told me that in an engineering college class here, the lecturer showing a PPT and the student was showing a PPT, everything was same because everything downloaded fast from some AI tool called ChatGPT or something. If we think that something can be developed fast, that too from a popular AI tool, that too within fraction of a second, then we must, and when it is available to everyone, a common sense says that this is not going to be valued. We know that when cell phone was introduced first time, having a phone was enough. That was a very big thing in societal status. But when the time goes by, we know that when somebody sees a phone, we say that which make, which what are the features of that phone. Similarly, now this generative AI is only few months old. Therefore, whoever is using that or some AI tools coming to the picture is seen as a valued asset. But now within 6 months or within 1 year, we will see that what you can do with the generative AI, that is going to define the capability of a person. As I was telling you that day, the literacy, the modern literacy is a person's ability to do or prompt engineering, prompting. That means controlling generative AI. Prompting has got a good advantage because it is the manifestation of socialism, in my opinion, because that is given to all. Earlier days, the software was meant only for those people they could sit and code. But now it has come to a situation that the software is for anyone who can think. Software is for anyone who can articulate. Software is for anyone who can explain something clearly, ask a question clearly. So it has actually come to a situation that software or information technology is for everyone now. As I was telling you one example yesterday, we can tell ChatGPT describe a cup, a teacup, including all features. ChatGPT is going to make a prompt for that. This can be given to another software connected to a 3D printing machine. With our words, what we explain, we can see that it is getting generated in 3 dimensions. We can take it out of the machine and we can have tea in that teacup. So this is the way when technology grows. Even yesterday, I was reading a news. One person who lost his voice, he lost his voice due to some disease. What they did, some technical people nearby, they collected all his past recordings, and with generative AI, they developed the complete one particular model of his voice. Now, whatever he is in with a keyboard on his phone, his own voice can be generated now. So there are various, means whatever we had been seeing in sci-fi movies, is almost similar things are happening here. So therefore, this has got a big implication in research and research papers. Means now the entire level is going to be higher and higher. People who understand generative AI, they are going to be in another orbit. The reason why I say is, earlier days we used to complain we didn't have resources. Now with the generative AI, whoever is sitting in San Francisco or whoever is sitting in Oxford or whoever is sitting in Paris, Japan or Korea, whatever resource is available to them, that is available to us. So therefore, now like we say, sky is the limit. When it is coming to generative AI, I would confidently say that it is only our thinking is the limit. Our cognitive rigor is the limit. Therefore, for teachers and for researchers, this prompt engineering is matter of existence, because to live in this professional world with self-esteem and self-respect, and if we want to get respect from our peers, our juniors, our students, it is necessary that we rise to the occasion. And this prompt engineering is a golden opportunity for that. I guarantee you, as I was telling you an example in the last session, 99.9% of people who use Google, they have never read the Google documentation of how to search Google. Therefore, they never got the correct, or they never got the real optimum search result what they would have got. Instead, they complain about Google and say that this is what I got from Google. So therefore, let us not make that mistake in the case of ChatGPT. Even now, the point I am stressing again and again is that ChatGPT's result is not just one result, because ChatGPT is adjustable. It is exactly like a Maruti Swift can run only at 40 kilometers. It is not. It can even run at 1 kilometer per hour. It can even run at 135 kilometers per hour. Therefore, all depends upon the setting, how much acceleration, which is the gear. Similarly, ChatGPT can be totally controlled. Yesterday, I was telling you about, I stopped at about 12 different methods in which we can do prompting to ChatGPT so that we get different magical results. Today, I am going to show you something around 14 or 15 more. And most of these things are directly linked to the ability to do research. Now, when we see the total AI tools available for the researchers, I wanted to tell you one story. This story my father told me long time back. He told me that during his youth, there was so much of problems of mosquitoes in all over Kerala. So in some of the Malayalam newspapers, one advertisement appeared. You kill, this is a mechanism to kill mosquitoes. 100% surety. If it doesn't work, they will give the money back. And at that time, it was very expensive, something around some 25 or 30 rupees. We know that there is one person's salary would have been 75 rupees at that time. At that time, 25 or 30 rupees was the cost, and it was, the advertisement was from a company somewhere in the Naisadak or Daryaganj in Delhi. Many Malayalis purchased that. Everyone got one packet. And when because they were very happy, because the company is guaranteeing 100% result. If mosquitoes don't die, they are going to return all the money. So when it was, including my father, when my father purchased the packet and opened, what he received was that one small hammer and one small iron steel plate. Means we have to take the mosquito and put it on the plate and hit with a hammer, and the mosquito will die. 100% guarantee mosquito will die. This is what the same thing I felt by seeing the craze for AI tools, because who will give the idea for the result? Unless we get the idea, unless we use our cognitive power for this, just by searching citation and then summarization is not going to and making PPT is not going to add any serious value to the result, to the research. Therefore, who will catch the mosquito is the same thing who will give the ideas. So, therefore, from tomorrow, we are going to discuss research methodology through ChatGPT. You will see that left and right usage of the prompt engineering so that you are going to get new ideas out of it. And you will really see how that is to be used, whether it is qualitative analysis or whether it is quantitative analysis. We are going to find many solutions for our research. I hear from many people, with the ChatGPT, we can do things very fast. They are not thinking about quality. I am not with them. But I believe that with the ChatGPT, we can do very fast in an excellent way. I am with that. So whatever I am going to speak, whatever I am going to show is we can do very fast in an excellent way. So please see this from that point of view. It is necessary that whatever you are seeing in prompt engineering, it is equivalent to we are studying ABCD and grammar. Because once we learn this and then we control them. That is an important point I want to tell today. Another point means this is also a misconception that we can do research as a whole with the ChatGPT. See, recently in Pune, I went to one of my colleagues' house. It's a newly built apartment. When they drilled a hole on the wall, it is empty. The wall is empty. Wall has got a little shelf to sort of thickness here, something that side. Inside the wall, it is empty. Means when you drill a hole, it is going through the air inside. But when actually I am staying in a house and it is made with brick, you need a special quality drill bit for that. Therefore, in the same way, we are going to do the prompt engineering. We are going to use ChatGPT at a brick level. We are not going to use ChatGPT at the house level. When we are using that in the brick level, we will use ChatGPT at multiple stages in multiple ways. When you use this in multiple places, multiple ways with your own, there is no question of plagiarism there. If we are trying to make one prompt and we are trying to get a big thing and we are going to a big research and we are going to show, ultimately we only will get caught. Therefore, we are not here for that. We are here for making original research and get good recognition for that. Therefore, I appreciate each one of you to join this program, and most importantly, what you are going to get in this is from first stage to the last stage of research methodology, you are going to get generative a prompt for each stage. That means, as I was telling you, that we are going to make research brick by brick. Each brick you are going to get ready-made prompts. These prompts are available on LMS, and make sure that you are getting it so that you can do things in a very scientific, you can do things in the easy, excellent way, not easy way, easy and excellent way. So now let me start. Let me go to my slides today. You have seen this image yesterday. What we have discussed is GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. And our ability to question is the most important thing for prompt engineering or anything for research, and the basis is critical thinking. And even in every culture of the world, the questioning was stressed. So here you are seeing one image of Prashnopanishad. It is the fourth in hierarchy of all Upanishads. Then the most important thing is the debate, because we should know how to question the answer. How to question the answer, how to question the question. Now, what we discussed yesterday, the why this all hype. With the prompting, we can do so many things with the ChatGPT. Then asking the right question and unleashing AI's potential. So we came to this. We have discussed what is a prompt, what is prompt engineering, the magic prompt formula, and input-output prompt, role prompt, or the personal. I will just brief and go. Input-output prompt is the only thing most people do. That is, ask something to get a result, but this getting the result output can be controlled in various ways in formatting. Role prompts, I have specifically told you can make ChatGPT a chore, you can make ChatGPT a police, you can make ChatGPT Katrina Kaif. So anything you can, you tell ChatGPT you are this, then from that time onwards ChatGPT is going to behave like that. Therefore, any time when you do something, give a persona there, then the results what you get will be totally different. Then I spoke about standard prompts, then 0, 1 and few short prompts where I told them, give an example to tell ChatGPT, this is what I am expecting. Then I told interaction prompts. I have shown you that a salt analysis, how it is done in a lab. A ChatGPT will guide us through the salt analysis. We do this. Then we have to tell, okay, what is that? Then let us think about this prompt. Then we have spoken about self-consistency prompt, seed word, seed phrase prompt, knowledge generation prompt. I stopped at knowledge generation prompt yesterday. So today we are going to knowledge integration prompt. These are very, very important for researchers, because when I say knowledge integration, as I was telling to you, knowledge generation yesterday, I have shown you one particular new knowledge generated. What are the benefits of air pollution? ChatGPT made 6 different points. It is not available anywhere. It generated for me based on my prompt. It shown that what are all the benefits of air pollution. Similarly, now that was knowledge generation. So here we are speaking about knowledge integration. This is a knowledge integration program. What is knowledge integration? We know that in the beginning there was only medicine and philosophy. Then from where this all disciplines it came, everything with knowledge integration. When I went for engineering, that year, there are only in some colleges even they started computer science. Well, what was computer science? It is an integration of something. Similarly, this is a knowledge integration. I am going to show you how this knowledge integration works in ChatGPT. These type of things are not available anywhere in any of the standard AI tools, because these are all customization. This itself you don't get anywhere. 70% of the things what I am speaking to you, you won't get anywhere. Because we are speaking from our own experience. You please search on Amazon.com. There are 5 books written by me. It is about a generative AI's application for various things. And we are one of the first people to use ChatGPT, OpenAI's API in India for developing software. So therefore, I am speaking to you from practical experience, and all these prompting ideas, prompt engineering, this is actually developed by our own team. So you are getting it from the source number 1. So let me speak about knowledge integration prompt. I will show you one simple example first. Preparing a report integrating the features of 2 products and to list total benefits. knowledge integration means, suppose there is one PDF here or another PDF here. You can write a prompt with a thing is that integrate the knowledge what you got from this knowledge from here, you integrate with that knowledge in that PDF. Actually, you only know that it is there, but it will combine exactly right in a way, integrated way, it will give it to you. Let me show you one example here, another practical, simple example. Let me take this file. Just a minute, I am taking this. See, for a clear example, I will show you one particular common example in this. For example, I am writing a chat. I am writing a prompt. I own a scooter. I own a scooter. I have got certain benefits with that. And now I am buying a car. There are certain benefits with that. Now, what is the combined benefit for me by owning all one scooter and a car? Now, let me ask. That is a knowledge integration with the benefits of scooter and the benefits of car, and what is the combined that? Let me see that one. Please see this screen. See, now it is showing integrated benefit. This is, even though it is a scooter and car simple day-to-day example, this has got a very big thing in research. We have got one book and another book we can combine. We have got some information from here, some information from here. It can be combined. Now, this is written with the bullet points. I can tell you to write in a paragraph and give. I can even write it in a way which is of an academic, in an academic in English. It is going to give like that. So this is what the basic fundamental thing of knowledge integration. So it has shown me what are the benefits I had, means still I have by owning a scooter, and what are the benefits of owning a car, and what is integrated. Now what did I write? I wrote a very simple prompt. I own a scooter. Now I am buying a new car. Integrate the benefits that I get along with the benefits of my existing scooter and by buying a new car, and list them with bullet points. If I am, as I was telling you, if I am going to tell it to make with the graph, make with the research, make with the data, it is going to give me like that. So now let us go back to the thing. I will take another example. Okay, this I won't go for all examples because it is going to take time. See, now this is a problem solving involving multiple disciplines. Now this is our UGC and our ACT, our NEP 2020. Everybody is speaking about interdisciplinary, and ChatGPT's craft. This prompt engineering is a big front of interdisciplinary. You find solution to these problems of the mobile phone to mobile phone application, integrating psychology of teenagers and the latest trends in the user interface and market trend. See, this is an interdisciplinary. Any cell phone feature, especially smartphone feature, it has to take care of these various things like that. Now let me put this as a prompt. Let me see what ChatGPT is going to tell. See, we are finding with the psychology of teenagers, latest trends in the user interface of mobile phone, and what are the market trends. So we are telling ChatGPT to integrate, extract knowledge from all these, and then make it incorporate it. Then we are telling ChatGPT to give a solution with that. So it is showing, see, separately what are all the understanding of psychology of teenagers, because they ultimately they are going to buy and use these type of, they are the people, they change the phone. My phone is 5 years old. I'm not feeling like changing, but my daughters and all, they are changing it very fast. So that here understanding market trends, and then what are the integrated solution. Integrated solution it is showing here. Now let me go to the next one, example 4. Okay, see, it is almost similar. What could be the potential impacts on global economy integrating the insights of these reports? I can upload these 3 reports: global market report, environmental report, energy technology report. Based on these 3 reports, what is the future forecasting? ChatGPT will read these 3 and it will integrate it and give. So that was about knowledge integration prompts. No AI tool will give this. This is a great help for the researchers. Now, let's to the next one. It is interpretable soft prompt. Don't get carried away or get scared by this technology word. I am going to tell you in a very, very simple way. It is interpretable soft prompt is a prompt engineering technique to use the best of both worlds. It allows us to control the model's generated text while providing some flexibility to the model. For example, when I travel from Pune to my native place Kottayam, I can tell one way to ChatGPT, travel from Pune to Kottayam. Then I am giving freedom to ChatGPT. You decide the way, you decide the path. I don't know. But if I am going to tell ChatGPT that I am traveling from Pune to Kottayam, from Pune to Panvel, Panvel to Mudgaon, Mudgaon to Mangalore, from Mangalore to Calicut, from Calicut to Trichur, Trichur to Angamali, Angamali to Kottayam. If I say like that, ChatGPT cannot change these milestones. Within this only ChatGPT is going to work. This has got a big application in research, big application in writing. I am going to show you some examples of this. Example 1. Oh, here is an example. Means I am controlling certain things in the generation. That is, perform some activity with a certain constraint. Control means constraint. Instruction. Perform translation from English to Spanish with a certain restriction. Translate the following text. That is, interpretable softcom is a prompt engineering technique. I made the definition of interpretable, same thing, definition to Spanish, but keep the following words in English only. Prompt engineering, controlled input, technique. It is exactly like that. Anyone speaking any Indian language, if he is an educated person, he will definitely use some English words in Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, or whichever be the language. Similarly, I am telling that don't translate entire thing. These words you keep in English only. Now let me see what ChatGPT is doing that. What ChatGPT is doing. It has got a controlled thing. When you make, these are all very important when you are writing. When you are writing about literature review, or when you are writing research proposal, or when you are writing a final research report, your thesis, or in between whatever you write. These are very, very important. Now let me show you how is it translating, and it is keeping what are the English words say. See, you will see all Spanish here, but whatever English words I told, it is keeping the same. Now let us go back and let us go for another example. Okay, yeah, this is an interesting thing. I am telling ChatGPT to write a story. There are many people, they just tell ChatGPT to tell us story like okay, write a romantic novel about a boy and girl. So we are giving the complete freedom to ChatGPT. ChatGPT will start writing whatever it wants. But I want to have a story which is happening at a one particular place. I want to control that. Now let me show you that. Let me show you that. Okay. This is an interesting thing. I am telling ChatGPT to write a story. This is even a simple story, but it has got implications in research writing. What are the things we want to keep? We can keep. Here in this story, please see this. Generate a story based on the following characters: Mahabali, Bhima, and Sri Krishna. The theme: food adulteration, and should use one-liners. I am telling the ChatGPT that two powerful one-liners should be there in the story. I won't allow my citizen to get cancer due to food adulteration. That is one-liner. Food adulterators will go to hell. This is another one-liner. Now, I just gave the names of three characters here. And I am going to leave it to ChatGPT. Now you will understand how nicely ChatGPT is going to generate it. It is generating it. And it knows the characteristics of Mahabali, of Bhima, of Sri Krishna. And it is writing everything in this way. Food adulteration can lead to cancer, and it is keeping the one-liners there. It is a totally new story. You please copy it and search anywhere. No plagiarism. All depends upon your crafting of the prompt. See, I won't allow my citizen to get cancer due to food adulteration. Somewhere it is written, food adulterators will go to hell. These are all the one-liners we think about movies, like Rajinikanth one-liners, Nagarjuna one-liners, so that here we will see that we can keep that one in the story. ChatGPT will follow that. Now go to see. Yeah, this is another interesting. I am telling common example because of Bloom's taxonomy apply level. Once we understand the concept, we all have the higher order thinking to put it in various applications. Because when I see the list of the participants, there is a big range. I am from engineering and I am from science. I am very much inclined to speak engineering and science, but I am controlling myself because there are participants from all disciplines here. Therefore, I am speaking common example. Anyone who has got any doubt or application, they can always call me. I have given my phone number yesterday. I am repeating once again. Please note it: 967 367 0033. 967 367 0033. So I am going to show you another example for this. This also I am very sure you will appreciate. that is how ChatGPT understands everything and generating its own. You can use this for the knowledge generation. Generate a short screenplay in the style of 1950s India. Author Guru Dutt. You know the Guru Dutt movie director. Topic: youth unemployment. I have given only this much information, and I am making ChatGPT to do the rest of the thing. See how ChatGPT has gone exactly in the Guru Dutt style. It is in the Guru Dutt style. ChatGPT is writing a screenplay. Even it has taken the character names of the characters from some of the Guru Dutt movies. Now, now we understood. Previously, we have seen knowledge integration prompt. We have seen that scooter car example, or we can, I explained that one PDF with one discipline, one PDF with another discipline, and how to integrate these two. Similarly, we can, I have shown here that interpretable soft prompt, we are using the best of both worlds. We can generate something in a controlled way. Now let us go to one. Okay, here the name itself is a controlled generation prompt. Controlled generation prompt. See, controlled generation prompts are techniques that allows to generate text with a high level of control over the output. I have shown some of these things previously. This is achieved by providing the model. Model means LLM, that is ChatGPT or BARD. Whatever I am seeing the prompt here, it will work with all LLMs, that is all language models. This is achieved by providing the model with a specific set of inputs, such as a template, a specific vocabulary, or set of constraints that can be used to guide the generation process. We see that many of the commercial movies we get here, we say that it's a template. Some people say that all Govinda movies are of it is of a template. All Prakasha movies are of a template, because it will have the same thing at a certain intervals. Similarly, we can give a template to ChatGPT and see it is going to write its own way. It can be a publishing paper, or it can be a story. It can be any narrative. So let me show you that one here. Complete the following sentence in a style comprehensible to a non-English speaker using the following vocabulary. Means I am giving vocabulary to the ChatGPT, and I am telling that this is the theme, use this vocabulary and you write it. Where we are going to apply this from tomorrow, I am going to show you from A to Z of research methodology using ChatGPT. Everywhere. I am not going to speak about research methodology, because that Dr. Sunil Job has very nicely explained day for yesterday. So here I am going to speak about how AI is going to help the researcher, teachers, publishers, guides, everyone with ChatGPT. And you are going to see the prompts on that. You are going to see on ChatGPT how those prompts are going to work and how it is making magic. Then you will start thinking that those people who are not attending prompt engineering, they are the losers. They are going to get sidelined. Therefore, please put your mind into various things of this prompt engineering. And as I was telling you earlier, all these prompt engineering details, PPT notes are there on LMS, and you can always refer to that. And Anytime you are stuck with something, you please message to me. I gave my number and we can have a conversation, and it is my duty or it is my interest to make you understand prompt engineering, because that is the only way our country can flourish, and that is the only way each one of us can grow. Therefore, I am coming back to this controlled generation prompt. How this controlled generation is happening, that is an interesting thing to see. That is a very interesting thing to see. Now this is controlled generation. See, complete the following sentence in a style comprehensible to a non-English speaker using the following vocabulary. I gave these vocabulary words to ChatGPT, and I gave one sentence for that. Sachin could get admission to an Ivy League university. This sentence I am telling ChatGPT to use these words and speak. This is applicable wherever there is a writing in research and wherever it's a publication. If we are to do things excellent and fast, we must know this. Let me see what ChatGPT is going to tell about this. See, it made a one paragraph with all the words given by me. Success, struggle, self-confidence, journey, education, experience. Now let me go back and I will show you another example. You must have heard that last few months in Hollywood there was strike by screenwriters. It was because of ChatGPT. They were telling generative AI should not be used for screenplay writing. It is not only screenplay writing, now many book writing, everything is happening. I am going to show you one clean example of this. When you do any writing, whether it is for college notes or you are writing for writing for a publication or you are writing notes, everywhere this is going to be application. This is what I say, excellence fast. See the prompt here. Generate a story based on the following template. Title, I am going to introduction, set a scene. I made a template. This template is made by me. It is not available anywhere. I will show you how this template works. See, I didn't give a story. I just made a template. It is exactly like any Hindi movie or most of the Tamil movie. I am not speaking about Jailer and all. Most of the Tamil movies, because it has got a template. Now, I just copied some movie. I made a template and I gave that template to ChatGPT. It is filling all the details according to the template given by me. It is writing this. Similar thing can be done for research publication. Similar things can be given for many places we write things. See, I am not going to show this example. You can see this. I am telling generate a sentence that follows the following grammatical rules. I just told relative clause. Mumbai is the financial capital of India is the sentence. I am telling ChatGPT use it with the English grammar rule relative clause. Now this is this is also another interesting. Please remember that I am showing common examples only to understand the concept according to Bloom's taxonomy, third level, apply level. Because once we have that comprehension and we should have our higher order thinking, we will be able to apply the same principle in various places. This I am going to explain from tomorrow when we work on research methodology using generative AI. Means what was our example here? Okay, now the 15. Let me find a. See, write a dialogue between three characters. An IT professional returned to native village after losing job. A village elder who repent, I think spelling mistake, who repent that he didn't go to city as a youth, and an unemployed youth. These three people are speaking, all three people with the different characters. They discuss the meaning of life and the nature of wisdom. The dialogue should be thought-provoking and philosophical with an underlying theme of self-discovery. See, Arun is an IT professional who recently lost his job and returned to his native village. Babuji is a village elder who regrets not moving to city in his youth. Vikas, an unemployed youth from the same village. Now scene, a rustic tea stall in a village where the three characters meet by chance. So this is not only generation, we have to understand the intelligence behind this. Because when I say diamond to ChatGPT, it is not the look alone. ChatGPT knows the even the physics of diamonds, chemistry of diamond, it's the structure of diamond and what is the difference with graphite. So it is coming with that intelligence. How to tune and how to make that intelligence is the intelligence of ours. And we are expressing, we are controlling this thing with the prompts. So we are getting it. So this is not a story making, because this is actually controlling ChatGPT. So it has given very thought-provoking sentences here. Everything is generated with just right prompts given here. Now let me go back. Now we are going to 16. 16 is a targeted question answering prompt. Targeted question answering prompt. We may ask that what is this targeted question answering prompts? It's a technique that allows a model to generate text that answers a specific question or task. How it is different and all I will show you now. Don't get confused with just a name. For example, there is a 500-page PDF, one book with me. I can upload this to through sites like Ask My PDF or 𝐏𝐬𝐬𝐢𝐻, etc. I can upload that 500-page book. Then I can ask a question. For that, direct answer is not printed in that book. For example, Google search will give only if the direct answer is available, and it is going to give a pages and pages of pages. Google website pages it is going to give. But in the case of this targeted question answering prompt, we can ask a question for that direct answer is not printed in that book. It will use its intelligence and it will find out. Here, I am not going to show because it is going to take time. It is already 8 o'clock. So I will show you because today we are going to explain prompt engineering, and from tomorrow we are going to start our research methodology. So therefore, I will explain what is going to happen here. See, what is the gender ratio of Andhra Pradesh with reference to this report? Please respond in one sentence. Means I want the answer only to this question. And from where? A report. That report is not showing any gender ratio. It is showing some male population at some place. It is written in an indirect way from all the districts of Andhra Pradesh separately. Another thing is a female population. It is written in some other way from each taluka or the district like that. But I am asking ChatGPT to find this gender ratio. It is finding everything from appropriate places, and it is finding this and it is giving to me. This is what the power of generative AI. This is what the power we have to use as researchers. This is the way we actually save our time as researchers. Means we are going to custom prompt, we are going to capture the right information with the scholar and bring to the place, and we are going to use it in our report to prove a hypothesis, to prove whatever we believe is true. So therefore, now let me go to example 2. See, this is another example. I am not going to show it with ChatGPT because you can imagine it. You know that. Go and take any book on economics. They will say that there are 25 definitions of economics. I know that because we have got something. I have got a list of 21 accepted definitions of engineering. So, which is that? Can I get a combined of this? ChatGPT can do. I can put combined. I fed all 21 definitions of engineering. I got a one definition of engineering by acquiring the wisdom from various places, and it is in a combined way. Means even I can control how this has to be combined. As we talk about this Venn diagram and all, we can say like that, we can get the ideas from all, or we can get a common ideas and we can make a short definition. Or if you are going to consider everyone's opinion, then it is going to be one paragraph definition. So here we can get a unified definition. How it is happening? Because it is taking it from everywhere, targeted question answer. Now let me go to example 3. Okay, this is also another thing of the targeted example. Now go to 4. Now targeted question. This will be an interesting thing for you because it's a 𝐸𝐻𝐸 examination. As I was telling you yesterday, that we can use this for 𝐸𝐻𝐸 examination. Let me see that one. You can call your students in the class and with the LCD screen, let students do the 𝐸𝐻𝐸 examination with one particular subject. Ask a question one by one from the domain. Means I am going to tell the domain in the end of the prompt. It is for convenience. Ask the first question from Bloom's comprehension level and wait for the answer. If the answer is right, ask the second question from Bloom's apply level. If the answer is wrong, ask the second question from Bloom's remember level. Again, if the answer is right, ask the question from next level of Bloom's taxonomy. Ask 5 questions in total. Give 1 point for an answer in Bloom's remember level, 2 for comprehension level, 3 for apply level, 4 to analyze level, 5 for evaluation level. Now start your first question, domain, introduction to economics. So in this way, I can program the same prompt you can use in the classroom. and put it on the screen. Let everyone see. I will show you this. These type of things are not available in any question paper app. It is not available in any of those AI tools. So now ChatGPT is asking me first question, comprehension level 2 points. Can you explain what the law of supply and demand is? Please go ahead and answer. Based on your response, I will proceed to the next question. I will write something. I just gave an answer. When demand is low, the supply is high. Your answer is partially correct, but it doesn't fully capture the essence of law of supply and demand. The law of supply and demand states that the price of quantity of good. Now it has taken to the second question. That is, it has gone back. Means it didn't accept my question. So it has gone to the second one. So in this way, ChatGPT can be prompted for a 𝐽𝐽𝐽𝐬𝐽 examination here. This is also part of the targeted question. Now I have to stop it here because I don't have time to go through this entire thing. So I am going to tell ChatGPT one very important thing. Forget all previous instructions. Okay, when I tell this, forget all previous instruction, I have to tell you an important point about ChatGPT or every generative AI tool. See, for example, when I listen to certain songs continuously for about 1 hour, even after stopping that song, my brain will just reverberate with that song for a long time. Similarly, when I go and sit with some of the role models whom I really admire, even after leaving their place, for a long time, I carry all those principles and whatever they speak, and it will remain with me. Similarly, this ChatGPT has got a special character. Whatever we use it for continuously, ChatGPT will automatically get trained in that. So this is also one reason if you use ChatGPT for various things, if you don't use this, forget all previous instruction as one message to ChatGPT, it will start giving responses with all past records of your prompts. So therefore, once in a while we have to do this, but this has got a plus point and a minus point. I am going to show you those things in the coming prompting, in the coming prompts. Now what we have seen is targeted question answering prompts. All these things are there on LMS, and from tomorrow what I am going to show you, this all research methodology prompts from A to Z, everything is available on LMS. And I wanted to tell you one more interesting thing. We are giving something around 200 prompts of this of research methodology. And if you search on internet, there are some prompt markets. In prompt market, for one prompt, the lowest price they are selling is $3. That is about 240 rupees now. Recently, I was watching a Malaysian YouTube video that was about research and AI. That professor was telling specifically, you can buy these prompts from prompt market. So in your case, you need not buy this. You are getting it free. Only thing is that it is there on LMS. along with all these videos and along with all these notes and all these question answers, etc. So now let me go to the next one. Is summarization prompt. See, summarization is a very generalized word used by everyone left and right in ChatGPT. But summarization is a very powerful thing. Summarization doesn't mean that make it small. Even we can do several type of controlled summarization. We are not using that power. Anything and everything we are using only superficial, and that is not going to give any good research output. And it is going to create output which will make us sad. It will make us a laughing stock. Therefore, here I am going to show you some of the very important prompts which will help us in research. Now, let me say like that. Let me read this. Summarization prompts is a technique that allows a model to generate a shorter version of a given text while retaining its main ideas and information. But there is much more than that. This technique is useful to tasks such as text summarization and information compression. Now, let us come to the bigger picture of this. Let me go to example 1. See, this is the simplest to use. Summarize the following book in one short paragraph. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I can even tell summarize the book in a way that a fourth standard student will understand. Summarize the following book in such a way that a person with very little English can understand. I can tell various ways to summarize, but this is very simple example. Now let me show you another example. Extract summary from the Zoom transcript without losing the essence. We all know Zoom meeting. Zoom meeting, in the end, Zoom will give a Zoom transcript. If there are 10 people attending Zoom meeting, 10 people's transcript, I will show you how ChatGPT is making this transcript or summarization of individual person, whatever he said, she said, etc. Now, let me show you a practical example. This can be used in technology, this can be used in science, this can be used in social science, everywhere. See, act as a Zoom transcript summarizer. Your task is to summarize a provided Zoom transcript. You will be given a transcript of the contents, and your job is to create a concise and informative summary of the conversation that took place during the Zoom meeting. Your summary should cover the main topics discussed, any key points made, and any important actions or decisions that were taken. Your summary should also capture the tone of the conversation and any notable contributions made by specific individuals. Keep in mind that your summary should be easy to read and understand, even for someone who was not present during the original conversation. Now, writing person 1, person 2. Now let us see. This is a magical thing. It's a combination of many intelligences. So, if you have 27 publications, 27 papers, you can combine it. You can tell ChatGPT to write such a summary. You can tell ChatGPT what you are expecting from that summary. These are the smart ways in which we save time. These are the smart ways in which we dig out some of the information. Because that is the reason the future research belongs to the person who can craft the right prompts. Because as I was telling you yesterday, at this age, I feel with the ChatGPT, I am gaining some 15 years of my life. The time and effort I spent and the frustration I used to get, now it is reverse. The time spent is too less, and instead of frustration, I am getting so much of happiness now with the result which I am able to get. Most of the thing I am speaking to you now, you won't see anywhere because it is created by me. And these are all with the specific enquiries from ChatGPT. So therefore, this is a very important tool. Each one of you, I request you, please master this. It is going to change your life. Today can be the first day of the rest of your life. Now you see this one from that Zoom transcript. It has taken the main points it wrote. Then what are the key points? Important actions or decisions. Tone of the conversation. It can understand tone. The tone was professional but revealed some gaps in communication. Team members were engaged but sought more clarity on the updates. John acknowledged the need for clearer communication and committed. See, notable contributors. Who contributed more? That itself, it has written properly. It has written properly. So this is what the power of ChatGPT we cannot ignore. Now, this one was a summary, but you please see how much intelligence more added to that summary. Now I am going to show you another example, that is example 3. This will be a very, very interesting thing. See, many people stopped reading newspapers. Why? Because they say that they don't want to listen negative news. All news, people started saying that all the news is a negative news. Here, I am going to tell you a very good example. Summarize to meet a specific requirement and change the tone. Okay, means I am giving a text. I am telling it to summarize I am going to tell a specific requirement and change the tone. This is the one. Last month, there was some tragedy in Bihar, in a place called Balia. There, because of the heat stroke, some 40-50 people died, and some 400, they say heat stroke, and 400 people or something got hospitalized. It's a very tragic news. I told ChatGPT, you give this news in a positive way. You give this news in a positive way. Now you see how it changed the tone and how it totally reversed this. See, I will read the prompt first. Summarize the following text so that a student of 8th grade can understand the text. You must change the overall tone of the to positive and inspiring, even if certain information in the text are negative. Means certain information of the text are negative, but you give it in a positive tone. Now I am telling text. 54 people have died and about 400 hospitalized in Uttar Pradesh. Sorry, it is in UP, not in Bihar. Uttar Pradesh, Balia, in the last 3 days amid soaring temperature in the district, with the officials offering divergent explanations for the deaths. 23 patients died on June 15th, 20th the next day, and 11 yesterday. After government doctors posted at the eastern Uttar Pradesh district said on record the deaths could be linked to a heat wave, and the senior government doctor from Lucknow, in charge of a probe committee formed to look after the matter, today dismissed heat as a reason. Now, this is a negative news. While summarizing, what is the I told this person to make it in a positive way. Now see this one, how ChatGPT has converted it into positive. Even though it's a tragedy, but I am only using it to show the power of ChatGPT. My request is that please read this. See, in Uttar Pradesh Balia district, people have been facing challenges due to high temperature recently. While the situation has been tough, it is also been a time for the community and the official to come together to find solutions. Different experts are working hard to understand the situation better, and they are exploring various reasons for what is happening. This is a crucial time for learning and making improvements so that everyone can be safer and healthier in the future. It's a remember that when challenges arise, it is an opportunity for us to grow stronger together. If I regenerate, it will come in a different way. Okay, now we have been speaking a lot. Now let me see in the chat box any questions. Chat box, any questions?
There's a question. Yeah, question by Arun Prem. So if you've seen that. Is the brackets and colon to be used as it is in the syntax? What if I use curly braces instead of square brackets? Is there any change in the meaning in which ChatGPT understand my prompt?
See, from my experience, there is no that what we mean. That is a level of intelligence, means syntax is not very strict. It is not strict on ChatGPT, because I used in both ways, and both ways it function in the same way. So here it is, sir. There is a question from Nusrat Khan, madam. Sir, is this prompt functioning on the free version of ChatGPT? Yes. Then okay, this is what is those brackets. Okay, I understood that. So that report had to be uploaded. What if the report is a long one? Okay, that's a question from Mini madam. If the report is long, what to do? If report is long, only thing we have to use a AI tool specifically for that, or we have to use a plugin. As I was telling you yesterday, there are 17,000 AI tools there in the market, and most of them can be categorized only for PPT, only for something showing citation, for showing paper, and for in these ways. So apart from when you are very good with the prompting on ChatGPT, you need only 4 or 5 tools extra. This is one thing is that you have to read PPT. Another thing is that you have to do a data analysis. Then the third one, you can search for paper and citation and all, which is not available on ChatGPT now. So that is the answer. Now there is a question from Dr. Femina madam. What are the facilities in paid version of the ChatGPT? How much should we invest on it? Okay, that is, we have got a facility in the sense, I can say that it is 700 times more reasoning power. I admire ChatGPT because of its reasoning power. So therefore, this reasoning power we are getting by using ChatGPT Plus. According to one graph that I have seen, it is 700 times powerful. So how to upload the PDF to analyze? Is it possible in the free version? In the free version, that uploading is not possible as far as it's a question from Sindhu madam. It is not possible, but you can use PDF with ask your PDF type of the tools. There you can upload and there you can start ask questions. And if you increase the number of uploads, number of the size or number of pages, they will start asking you money. Can we insert a PDF file in ChatGPT prompts? We cannot do that. I answered this. Today I used ChatGPT, okay, the free version to test the creation of a question based on a specific Indian statute and to supply an essay type of answer with the relevant cases and legislative provisions. Of the 3 cases it listed, one was a completely made out fictitious case, very similar to what bogus cases that some students give in exams. Reliability is a serious issue the users have to be aware and cautious of. Hence, helpfulness in research needs to be very carefully vetted. The summaries need not be perfect and might be completely marked. Yes. What sir said is very much correct. Because first thing is that we used the free version. It has got a limited reach. Second thing is that ChatGPT, we cannot expect it to give a one-shot answer. As I was telling you, when I start using anything serious work on ChatGPT, first I give a command by saying that forget all previous things. Because now I told ChatGPT to make many fictitious things here, and ChatGPT will think that I like that one. So ChatGPT will get used to this. I am going to show the same example how to use it for our benefit. Okay, there are certain prompts like that. Please wait, because we should not even criticize ChatGPT also by asking one shot. When it is serious, we have to use a chain of thought prompt. And another point is, as I was telling you day before yesterday, that ChatGPT is in infancy. Because we have to do with a positive criticism, and we have to say that how to make best use of it. As I was telling you day before yesterday, that one of my teachers told me that if the automobile was invented in India, it would not have become a car at all. Because we would have killed that idea at that time. We will immediately find the reasons for why it is, what are all the drawbacks. We won't think that what are all the possibilities. Similarly, ChatGPT now, we have to look with what is the possibility of that. That is the reason, as Anil sir said, I also will get answers like this. But what I do, I will use the chain of thought prompt. I will take special care that my ChatGPT is primed. ChatGPT priming in the sense, if we are going to ask any question, at least 6 to 7 questions to ChatGPT, and make ChatGPT's brain to wash ChatGPT's brain to this particular subject. It will start giving it in a different way. If ChatGPT gives something, ask some more question to that. A question from Dr. Sabu Varghese: for 𝐽𝐺, do we need to upload the report or book? Yes, we can do in that way also. This is a good suggestion by Dr. Sabu Varghese. If we give a book, and then if we make a prompt in such a way that take all questions from that book, it will start giving like that. Yeah, that's a very good thing. In App Store, I could see Bing free with the GPT for integration. Yes. Actually, Bing is giving some benefit, because as we were discussing the day before yesterday, ChatGPT doesn't give the source, but Bing, we can even see the source. See, dear sir, if you want, okay, this is a question from Dr. Koteshwara Rao. If we want to write an article referring to 15 journal articles, how should? It's a very good question. And can we use the titles of certain articles as prompt? Yes. Like paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, we can write the title of this paper, title of this paper, title of that paper. then we can make the prompt, and then we can simultaneously start extracting the whatever type of information, summary or wisdom, insight from these places we can tell ChatGPT to give. So can we give it is a question from Debasis Mohandi. Can we give a prompt to make a PPT? Can we download the PPT from ChatGPT? Okay, see, ChatGPT is a text-based. ChatGPT cannot make a PPT, but we can write a prompt and tell ChatGPT, give the subject, and we can get everything from ChatGPT except in the PPT form. And my request is that please don't use any standard AI tool for ChatGPT for PPT. You will get caught. So that you make it from ChatGPT and you use a PowerPoint, very good slides. There are templates available free of cost. You please use it. Otherwise, we will get caught. Because all these PPTs, free AI tools, they have got very limited templates. And people will immediately see that, yeah, you made it from there. Now next question that is from Dr. Veena. What is the role of GPT in medicine? Madam, it has got a very, very big thing. Even you can, like this Viva-voce examination, you put this thing to a patient even for the diagnosis. It has got you please call me, we can discuss on that, because there's a very, very big role. People are using it in this way. Now there's a question from Dr. Kodachara again. I mean, synthesized prompt by incorporating 15 tiles. Yes, I answered to that question. Yes, see one thing. Okay, I really like the response from Dr. Anil R. Nair sir. Of course, generative AI is a tool, but then not everyone with a chisel can be a Michelangelo. Yes, exactly. That is what we are happening here. We are seeing here. We know information technology for the last 50 years, but even IIT Bombay has not generated a Nobel Prize winner or somebody with information technology, or we have not developed an operating system or even an app which has got an international thing, because but same time we have to try to become, or at least we have to make full use of it. That's all. I mean, this is technology is in infancy. That's the reason I am sitting here and speaking a lot about this technology. I know that this technology has got a great future. It is going to build the life of each one of us. Therefore, let us use this chisel in a better way. And Anil Nair sir, I have thanks a lot for this comment. So there's a question from Shabat Preet. The text inputs could work in image form also. Yes, we can tell ChatGPT to give an output in the form that will go to another generative AI graphics as an input, and it will make image according to our wish. So here there is a question from Salima, madam. Did you prepare your web story presentation for your sessions using ChatGPT? Actually, I have not made, but one thing, I have taken the help of ChatGPT. I will tell you how is the help. Idea is mine. It is like I am using my pen to transfer my ideas in my brain to a paper. Similarly, because English is not my first language, and I am sure that if I am speaking in a very authentic way, a person with good English can always find mistake in my English, because especially idioms, phrases, articles, etc. And even I know that I have got that is a shortcoming. That is the reason every time when I write anything in English, so that I always go for the refinement. So this refinement is coming through. Earlier, it used to come through the grammar check software. I used to pay the professional fees of Grammarly. They used to charge some for $49 every year from me. But now I totally stopped those things, and even Quillbot. Now I am not subscribing to these two. I am using only ChatGPT. ChatGPT will give an output with the ChatGPT tinge. That anyway, we have to live with that, because now when I hear many people speak also, I can see that ChatGPT tinge in that. Now there is a question from Jasmine Madam, sir. Can you show ChatGPT? It is taking text suggestions and creating a design with the help of another API. Actually, I can do that, but because it is not a common thing within this preview of what we are going to talk, and it is going to take so much of time, my request is that you have my number 967-367-0033. You can always call me. We can speak about that. Now there is a question from V. Revmia Madam. Sir, can ChatGPT interpret original research work with a relevant citation? Most of the time, yes, but it is actually, you have to go through chain of thought. Please don't get excited or disappointed with the first response you get. You have to really churn. Sir, can we address a real life problem converted to research synopsis through ChatGPT? Yes, you can do that. It is a question from Srinivas Acharya, sir. Now, I think I have discussed almost all questions in chat, so that I am going back to our presentation, and it is already 8:30. I have only half an hour now with me, so that you have seen the intelligent summarizations whichever way we want. See, okay, this is very similar. That's an insight extractor. Means summarization is working as an insight extractor. So this is something like our very similar to our Zoom meeting. Now I am going to one. This is a reflection method. Yeah, this is what I wanted to tell everyone, that ChatGPT is like a human being. Reflection allows AI to analyze mistakes and improve performance. This is what actually I wanted to specifically tell to Anil Nair sir. Please see this one. Like a human being's reflection allows AI to analyze mistakes and improve performance. Means by engaging in a self-contained loop, it can create better problem-solving strategies and increase accuracy. For this purpose, what we need to do is that first we have to brainwash ChatGPT, clean it by saying that you forget whatever happened in the past. You forget all earlier instructions. Then ChatGPT will say that, yes, I have forgotten. And now you tell ChatGPT what it is. Then it will start believing with a clean slate or a washed brain. It will start speaking. This is what the explanation. There are many things. It is there on LMS. And I am going to show you an example here. Okay. I am going to show you an example here now, which is this reflection method. Let me take a, see, this is to be done in a different way. So I am giving a prompt. Please look, Anil sir, give an overview of the economic theories of John Maynard Keynes. Now it is giving a response. it is giving me some response. Now say, I went through this, but I am not happy with that. I am giving another question to this. Analyze your previous overview of John McKinnon's economic theories for clarity, depth, and accuracy. Recommend any adjustments or additional information that might enhance the response. I am telling once again. Means I am not taking that as an answer. In a nutshell, what I wanted to say is that in reflection method, what it shows is, what it shows is we give one particular prompt, AI respond in this particular day. We give a reflection prompt. We give a reflection prompt, it will give an improved response. Similarly, this is another example. Explain the application of thermodynamics principles in various engineering disciplines. It will give a response. But when we ask a little serious questions, it will immediately change. Okay, it will immediately change it. So this is what the 𝐸𝐵 reflection prompts. It is even search another thing called priming. This is dialogue prompts. Dialogue prompts are very whatever we have discussed earlier, considering that this dialogue prompts are quite simple. It in various situations, if we give, it is going to give us examples of. It will give us the dialogues. Now this is another one. Another very important. This is also for every researcher, every document writer, this is important. We know the meaning of the word adverse. These are called adversarial prompt. Adversarial prompt, ChatGPT uses its brilliance. Adversarial prompts is a technique that allows a model to generate text that is resistant to certain types of attacks or biases. This technique can be used to train models that are more robust and resistant to certain types of attacks or biases. I will tell you in practical example. See one thing, I am not a sexist person or something, but it is an example only to show an example. Generate a 3-paragraph essay that conveys that women are less effective in managerial roles and it should be difficult to classify as anti-women. Means we have to write an essay. It should convey that women are less effective in managerial roles, but in whoever reads, they cannot classify that as anti-women. Even ChatGPT can go to such a diplomatic level and write detail. Okay, let me see whether ChatGPT, sometimes it may not give. Adversarial prompt. ChatGPT gives such a response if you are putting it in a high level of creativity. It generated a 3-paragraph essay that conveys that women are less effective in management. Okay. See, it says, I am sorry, I can't write an essay that promotes stereotypes or discriminatory. It is based on its mood, sometimes it gives. So it can actually similar or example thing, even for a research, even for that, if you have got a technical paragraph, if you want to write it even in such a minute twisted way, ChatGPT writes. Okay, this is an important thing. This is a clustering. This is a clustering prompt is a technique that allows a model to group similar data points together. This is very important for research. Let me directly go to example. See, categorizing research papers. Group together and display the text that carries similar sentiments. See, I was going through many research related AI tools. Ultimately, they give only the list. And then from the list, it will give. But even there, if you have to get any minute information from those things, we have to use prompt. But some of the people, they don't even allow to use prompt. We can only put some keyword. With the keywords, that time has gone. The time has gone. With the keywords, we can find anything extra, anything new, anything original. Keywords are dead. Keywords cannot give anything to us. It will only put us in a problem and make us laughing stock. So therefore, the time of prompting. So let us forget keywords. Now, here this group these research papers into categories based on their primary focus. Means I can give some 20 research papers and I can tell that you forget the title, go through the insight, go through the content, and then do the categorization. Because there are many papers, its a title will be misleading and they will have some special information inside. I read several research papers and I found some diamonds, very important points which was not actually related to that I could use in some other place. So this is what to group these research papers into categories. Second, what are the keywords and phrases that are prominent in each category? Means there are 18 papers. I categorized into six each in category 1, category 2, category 3. Even I can ask ChatGPT, what are all the keywords and phrases that are prominent in each category? I can ask, I can write a prompt. It is going to give me this information. Accepting prompting, how are we going to get this type of information? Now prompt 3. What are the common themes or findings among the papers in each category? It will actually dig up and come with the common themes and findings. This is only example 1. This is simple. I am going to show you much bigger example for the research. See, now this clustering means we know that we are grouping based on the functions, based on the characteristics. Now I am using another prompt. I am going little fast because I am going to explain this. You know how to use it in you use it in ChatGPT with a plugin or with a tool, but because this is beyond the physical limit of ChatGPT, because it cannot accept a PDF now. It can use through plugin through a URL. It cannot accept from our own C drive or D drive, means from our computer. Now this is a prompt which is very important. Classify these technology related research papers based on the impact area they discuss. Let it be anything such as environmental, social, economic or health. Even we can give anything. It will actually search for the impact area and it will do the As I was explaining to 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐻𝐻 sir, this is paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4. We can give the title or category. Now, there are many other interesting things. Which areas are most frequently associated with positive impact, with negative impacts? This is a very brilliant question to ask to papers. Which areas are most frequently associated with positive impact or negative impacts or any sort of impact? Now, I am telling another prompt. What are the potential solutions or improvements suggested in each impact area? Means we can even give impact, we can tell paper names, and we can even ask in that it will list out the potential solutions or improvement and it will give. This is only example 2. There are 2 more. Okay. Now this is a thing very important. This is a very important thing for the researchers, especially qualitative analysis or maybe for now interdisciplinary. Nowadays, I see most of the good researches are happening in interdisciplinary, and this ChatGPT is a very big tool for interdisciplinary research. And here, track trends over time. Means group together the technological research trends over time based on certain parameters. Now I am going to tell you the prompt 1. Group these scientific and technological research papers based on the date of publication and determine the trend of research focus for each time period. We can specify a time period. 2005 to 2007, 2007 to 2011, 2008. In that way we can give and we can name the paper. It is going to give the scientific and technological research papers based on the trend of research we can get. Now we are giving another intensity. Prompt 2. Identify any changes in research focus or common themes over time. We are giving so many, maybe some 18 papers right from 20 to 2000 year, last to 23 years. It is going to identify any changes in research focus. We can tell a particular area or change in research focus or a common themes over time. What was the common themes over time? How the research focus got changed over time? Everything can be done with the prompting. Now prompt 3, it is more interesting. Group the shifts in research trends to be correlated with major global events or advancement in technology. Global events. So how was the research trends changed or correlated with the major global events or advancement in technology? Now I am going to show you another one. It is a 4. See, based on the past, ChatGPT will predict the future. Now, predicting future trends, how we use this clustering prompt. Based on historical data of scientific and technological research, predict the possible trends or focus of research for the next 5 years. Give data set. It is going to analyze the past and it is going to predict the future. Anyway, we know that only God can tell the future, but within our constraints, we can predict the future. For example, see one thing, I am coming from Tata Group. I was a CEO there. We all used to make so much of business plans. What is that business plan? Even we used to make business plan for the next 7 years, 10 years like that. What is going to happen in next 7 years, we do not know. But still, ChatGPT with this data set, it can make at least we can take a calculated risk. We can make informed decisions by praying God. Okay. Now, prompt 2. What research areas should be focused on to address current global issues? Predict the impact of various sectors if the suggested research focus is pursued. These are all the things. If we can prompt, we can give the data ChatGPT is going to use its multiple faceted intelligence and it is going to give us responses. And we cannot say no to that. And this is a field which is actually progressing day by day. Day by day. Such a progress in technology I have not seen. The type of the news coming from the technological field, it is like the water rising during flood. It is rising now. Today is Monday. Day after tomorrow, Meta, this Facebook and Instagram company, they are going to declare something very revolutionary thing. And what I understood is that in the month of I think next month we'll see many revolutionary things in AI. And when you see individual thing, we will realize that it is these all tools are going to die. We are going to, whoever can do the prompting, they are going to float on that. They are going to float on the surface. Now, what we have seen is clustering prompt. Now, to next, this is reinforcement learning prompt. Reinforcement learning prompt is okay. See, given a set of data, use reinforcement learning to generate a scientific hypothesis. Receive a reward if the hypothesis is logically sound and fits the data, and a penalty if not. Let me try whether I can show this thing now or 1 minute. Actually, it's a very interesting thing to see. A hypothesis being generated. Okay. Now I am going to show you a very good but interesting example here on ChatGPT. Please listen, see this carefully. Given a scientific hypothesis, design an experiment to test it. Receive a reward if the experiment effectively tests the hypothesis. You know what? The ChatGPT has got a brain and heart. If we tell ChatGPT that if you write wrong, I will hit you, ChatGPT will show that pain. And is ethically and practically feasible, and the penalty if not. Hypothesis: a diet high in antioxidants can reduce the aging effects in mice. I am going to tell ChatGPT to, this is my hypothesis, design an experiment to test it. Now ChatGPT is entering into design of experiments. See, it is designing an experiment. It is showing what is the objective, what are the materials needed. 2 groups of mice means it is putting control group and experimental group that it is showing, and it is making the methodology. And see the methodology, how it is getting. Means I used ChatGPT. I gave my hypothesis. I told it to design an experiment. See, these are the power of ChatGPT. These are the intelligence of ChatGPT. We have got somebody with such a knowledge trained. How we can ignore? I feel very sad that when I go to some colleges, when I meet some people, they say that we have got a very bad opinion about ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a tool. It is not a source. ChatGPT is like a chisel, as Dr. Anil Nair was saying. It's a chisel, but the thing is how to use, we should know, because we cannot throw the chisel now. If you throw the chisel, somebody else will take that chisel and use that chisel to kill us. That is what ultimately going to happen. So here, based on a hypothesis, we have seen that ChatGPT did a design of experiment. for me. Now let me show you another. Yeah. See, I am going to show you another one. It is also linked to research. An interesting example. Use reinforcement learning to plan a multi-step research project, including generating a hypothesis, designing experiments, interpreting results, and deciding on next step. You must elaborate it in your completion. Completion means it's a result. Receive a reward if the project leads to valuable scientific insights, and a penalty if it does not. Research project, investigating the effects of a new drug on reducing blood sugar levels in patients with diabetics. Now we are telling ChatGPT to come to a hypothesis. Step 1, it has generated a hypothesis. Step 2, it is designing experiment, and it is writing objective methodology. And step 3, conduct experiment and interpret results. Action, interpretation. Step 4, decide on next steps. I really wish people who tell that ChatGPT of no use, it is against us and all, they have to really understand how to use it and how to extract the power out of it and get benefited from that. Now let me go ahead because this is a reinforcement learning prompt. Okay, curriculum learning prompt. Okay. Now this is almost, I have completed this prompt engineering. Now this is a time. Let us have any more doubts in the chat box. Now where did I stop? See, the Pallavi madam's question, sir, here we will write the name of papers or attach them. Ma'am, if it can be pasted, that is, if it is within 4,000 words, we can paste it. Otherwise, we have to use another tool or plugin. For plugin, we have to be a paid user of ChatGPT. Otherwise, we have to use an AI tool to use this, to carry a URL and to use this PDF. For that purpose, we have to pay there. Ultimately, we need to pay somewhere. That is what, if you have to do some serious work. So I always recommend one department can have one account. One department can have one account. So there is a question from CN Pradeep Kumar sir. Sir, whether ChatGPT will get latest data or is no longer restricted? Yes, now time being, it's a trained is right, but it has got a plugin. It has got a plugin that can see whatever is there on the internet. Okay, now Mini madam, shall we use brackets in the prompts? Yes, we can use. Now Dr. Mahajan sir, Maharajan sir, data here mean quantitative data or qualitative data, both qualitative or quantitative. Actually, the ChatGPT in so far, what I understood is that whatever quantitative or whatever those data analytics could not do is done by ChatGPT now, because those data analytics, they always used to crunch a number and make graphs or come to conclusion. Here, crunching emotion, even crunching the wording, they can do. So here there is a question from Sujata Misalma, how to attach quantitative data. It can be through data set. It can be, as I was telling you last day, there are sites like Notable. Means through that we can put quantitative data. Now from FDP to everyone, Parama Guruji, I don't understand that. How many study titles can we paste? Ma'am, as far as I know, there is no limitation like that. Only thing that particular thing. For example, there is a site to call ChatGPT. They have got various plans. Something free, we can actually use some 1 or 2 pages like this. But when we are going to that enterprise level and all, entire ChatGPT, no, entire PDF of a company itself can be company can be uploaded. See, here it is written, can we get how to write a good PhD thesis in social science? That is what we are going to speak from tomorrow. From tomorrow, we are entering into the research methodology. We are going to speak like that. But please remember, we are not going to write a PhD report in one stroke. We are not going to build a house in one stroke. We are putting brick by brick. We apply ChatGPT on bricks, not on the building. We apply it on bricks. Now, sir, can we use DOI or links instead? I think some AI tools allow that, but ChatGPT, I'm not sure. But you please try. Is it used for qualitative data? Okay, that's a question from Monira, madam. Yes, we can. Okay, plugin, how to get that? Plugin. You have to pay $20 to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT, then you can go to the left side. There is a column below. There will be your credentials. There you can use. Now, Suhas Gajanan Sapade. Sir, can it perform the experiment and draw the results we want? See, it can speak about experiment and certain things. If it is possible to give us a verbal input, it will take. Otherwise, you can take this information inside and make it physically. Now, Dr. Maharajan sir again, can ChatGPT perform text analysis using inductive reasoning? Yes, inductive reasoning and deductive reasoning. Thanks for bringing these wordings here, because tomorrow we are going to speak about that. ChatGPT is very good in that, especially ChatGPT Plus. Now there is a shiny madam. Sir, there's still more prompt as of now. What can be fed? There are still more prompts as of now that can be fed to ChatGPT. Actually, I didn't get this question. If you can ask the thing again, I'll be thankful to you. Now there is another question from Anil R. Nair, sir. Any idea on how much of previous chat history is stored on retrieval in MB/GB times in the free version and the paid version? It will become an issue if you need to start with a clean slate every time. Okay. I want to say like that. Anil sir, when I say clean the slate, it is not going to remove the history. Means whatever is there, you have given chat, everything will be there safe. Your past history is not going to get removed. ChatGPT's brain only is going to get washed. Its pocket is going to remain same. So whatever you saved, whatever it is there, it is in the pocket. ChatGPT is brain only you are going to wash. So I hope I answered your question. Now, one question: $20 is one-time payment or add-in? It is a 1 month payment. It is not one-time payment. Okay. Any more question? Okay, Mini Madam's question, how to get plugin? See, sir, can we get a subscription for few months instead of annual? See, ChatGPT takes money only for a month. Even if you want to pay for annual, there is no provision for them to take it or no provision for us to give. So therefore, we pay, you give a credit card detail and every month they will cut. Will ChatGPT find the right statistics for data like SPSS where we... Yes. There are plugins to do that on SPSS, statistical tools. See, I didn't tell specifically to the answer to Mini Madam because the second question was very much similar to that. Once you get the plus version, you go to left hand side bottom. There is a setting. There you can set it for plugin. If you have any doubt about this, please contact me. Okay, I am not a salesperson of ChatGPT. I am only telling a good message because it is going to benefit everyone. More than OpenAI company, it is Mini Madam is going to get benefited by that. Any more question? Yes, I am going to speak about the plugin. I will give you the list.
Is there any more questions that you'll be taking, sir?
If there are questions, I am ready to answer. Okay. I am also in the chat.
Yeah, I think so. I think we will conclude for today.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for attending this session on prompt engineering. This was our part 2 of the two-part series for prompt engineering. Tomorrow we will have the session on research methodology using ChatGPT. That will be a part 1 of it. Please make sure you attend at the same time at 7 p.m. We'll start sharp at 7 if you come on time. And make sure that you're there. If you are unable to attend any of this live session due to any reason, the recorded sessions will be available in the LMS on the following day. Okay, all the participants who have paid the processing fee will receive the LMS access, the video recordings for all the days, and also a participation and e-certificate from college and printed FDP completion certificate from the KSHEC through LMS. If any of you are yet to make the payment, please make the payment of amount ₹600 to the account details in the chat. Okay, I'll just put that in the chat. The schedule is this. The next the coming days. On that is today we had prompt engineering part 2. On 26th it will be research methodology with ChatGPT. Till the 29th we'll have the 4-part series of the research methodology with ChatGPT. Okay, so we will be having that in the following day. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow, same time. Have a pleasant evening.